individual, or else there's way too much pressure on you, and you end up not passing the puck. You don't think like you're doing anything for the team effort, so to speak. And I think you do much better as a team when you're thinking a oneness rather than a bunch of individuals out there. So, and I'd also like to thank West Point. I came to West Point. I mean, I was in a bubble. I got to tell you, I had a nickname, the Space Cadet. You know, all I did was, you know, skate like when I was a kid, skate and play tennis. That's all I did. So our high school, we didn't have a high school team. We had an all-star Chicago team, and our parents sent us to all the freshman colleges to play. And so we went and played UNH, which we beat, by the way, 2-1. And but all the others we lost. We lost against West Point plebe team and Penn State and Dartmouth and Yale. And I didn't know anything about the Army, absolutely nothing. But I looked at West Point and I said, you know, I think I'd like to go here. And the reason was because of the morality that was pretty much in the open as far as what West Point represented. And me being a kid, not knowing anything, but I just didn't have a desire to go to another place that didn't have that aura about it. And so I picked to go to West Point. And Jack, I got to thank Jack or Coach Riley for, you know, doing what he does in that area, because it gets you to come. So I came. And so that was, and then I found out quickly that I was in the Army, you know. But it wasn't in that way. A couple of months you get hazed, and you're thinking, man, this is like, I was too afraid to quit, actually. But you know, after you start scoring a few goals, it started laying off you a little bit, and then you score more goals, and they really lay off you. Except for a couple of guys, and they were just had it in for me. But anyway, I think that's it. Oh, I have a surprise too. Okay, hold on. Oh. I painted this picture 2 years ago, and the numbers on the pictures, with the exception of Dave, but in a sense it was right, because he was number 12 for the first 2 years. And so I did this painting 2 years ago not knowing that this was going to happen, and the numbers on this painting are the same ones that are being retired, with the exception of Dave, because he's number 14 now, but it was 12, 7, and 16, which is me. And this is a face-off, an RMC 1973, and the actual players are, you know, Jeff Voloshin and Ed Rubin, who was the captain at the time. And so I took, and I was thinking, you know, I got to do something for the players, and so I gave one to Dave Merhar, and I'd like to give one to Coach Riley and Rob Riley, and if I got some extras, I'll probably give them to Jay. And anyway, so I got the pictures on the bottom, and Jack Riley's on the lower left. And it might be me they're showing. The first one, it was me and Jack Riley, because I didn't have any pictures of Jack alone until he died Wednesday. And I just got through printing off like 4 of these. And I said, you know, I ought to put Jack on the left and just us in the centers. And so I ended up printing 4 more. So anyway, I'd like to give one to Boo Corrigan and a couple extra for you to hand out to the coaching staff. And so anyway.
Congratulations once again to Dave, and George, our first Army hockey jersey retirements. Thank you all for attending tonight's dinner. We're going to head over to the hockey game in a little bit. You can go down to the 3rd floor. There's signs that'll point you across the walkway over to the Hollander Center and, of course, to Tate Rink. And I had to request the class of 1969, folks from the class of 69, if you want to gather near the stage for a group picture. And again, we'll be bringing folks over to the arena, but you can follow the signs. Just go down to the 3rd floor to head over to Tate Rink if you so choose.